Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the Gold and Silver Club end of week review presented by myself, Phil Carr, and Nick Kelsey at the Gold and Silver Club. Today we will be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities markets. We'll be analysing the week's performance. The live session will cover an end of week summary for gold, silver, oil and the commodity currencies. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week, covering live market commentary and technical analysis. We'll of course be looking at the week ahead, so any key events looking forward and answering any of your questions. So first things first, gold is now headed for its third weekly gain. So it's been a very interesting week again for gold. Gold edged up on Friday and was headed for its third straight weekly gain, helped by a weaker dollar and hopes of a prolonged period of easy monetary policy. US data showed that new claims of jobless benefits edged higher last week, but remained within a range that suggests the labour market's recovery is on track at the moment. China's gold demand could hit a record 1,000 tonnes this year, says the World Gold Council on Thursday, which means it would overtake India as the world's biggest bullion consumer. And gold premiums in India jumped to $20 an ounce over London spot prices just yesterday due to short supplies as traders looking to stock up for festivals. The gold festivals waited for prices to fall further from their highest levels in more than a month. And the dollar languished at 1 month lows against the basket of major currencies today, having suffered a setback overnight as investors turned cautious ahead of next week's Fed FOMC policy meeting. So lots to cover today. We'll be looking at the US dollar index, we'll be looking at seasonality, we'll be looking top trades of the week, and also, of course, live technical analysis. So the markets are fairly busy this morning, so still lots we can have a look at. Okay, so a little bit about myself and Nick quickly. I'm Phil Carr, professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money from trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world, so gold, silver, oil, and the commodity currencies. And I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. I'm responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns for traders, and also a regular contributor to a number of financial publications and speak at numerous trading seminars, webinars, and workshops. And my partner at the Gold and Silver Club, Nick Kelsey, professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nick began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. And prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, he spent over 5 years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, the mindset, and tools that give any individual the definitive edge to trading any economy, and also writes for a number of global business and financial publications, and we both have appeared frequently on financial television. Okay, so let's move on and let's have a look at gold at the moment. So gold price right now is $1,327 an ounce. So we're quite significantly up from last week's price last Friday. We had that nice breakout on Sunday night. We hope some of you caught that as well. We did highlight that in last week's webinar, a breakout above the 1302 level, and we would see a lot of buying, a lot of short sellers get stopped out, which has been very lucrative this week for trading. Okay, so a couple of things to note at the moment. So we're coming towards the end of July. We can see seasonality is definitely starting to kick in now. So August in India typically sees heavy buying in gold due to the start of the marriage festival season. In fact, Goldman Sachs have just revised their predictions for gold this year, seeing it above 1,400 by the end of the year. And we can see this is a seasonality chart, 30 years, last 30 years on gold. So what you want to note at the moment is, in typical fashion, we bottomed out in July, 1190, or no, about 1180 we got to actually. And then we've had this big rally. So we're all the way up to around 1330s this morning. And you can see how seasonality has just kicked in again. July's been a positive month, 3 weeks worth of gains. And we're looking just overall the bigger picture now. Typically, yes, seasonality-wise, you do tend to see a lot of buying occurring over the August period through to about October time. So this is what we're seeing at the moment. A lot of traders are stacking up on gold currently. We're seeing some nice moves. So we'll be talking through that very shortly. As well, you want to pay attention, of course, to the US dollar index. So US dollar index looking really interesting today. This is a screenshot taken just about half an hour ago. So the US dollar index is going down to test that important 200-day moving average. So that's quite significant. Obviously, this is used by a lot of financial institutions, sort of hedge funds. They do look at the 200-day moving average. Once if we do get, we're getting a little bit of a rebound off that 200 MA just this morning. So if we get a rebound and that is supported, we could see then we're seeing a little bit of sell-off in gold just today. A bit of weakness in gold. If we do see the US dollar supported at the moment, and obviously next week's Federal Reserve announcement next Wednesday is going to be the FOMC meeting, and the minutes and non-farm payroll next Friday are going to give us a lot more indication of whether the US dollar is going to be supported at these levels or if we're going to get a breakdown. So if the US dollar breaks down, you're going to see a basket of currencies rally against that. Australian US dollar, New Zealand US dollar, USD CAD will sell off, gold and silver will rally as well. So you really want to make sure you're paying attention to what the US dollar is doing right now. So key level, if 200 moving average is broken, if we break through more or less 81 level, you're going to start seeing more upside with the other current currencies and gold and silver. Okay, so let's look at the top trades of the week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies. Well, first of all, the big one was really Sunday night. For those of you who traded Sunday evening, you had about 5 minutes to enter this trade before it broke out. So 11 o'clock London time, when the markets opened, we saw the market was just starting to shoot up. If you use a tick chart, you would have seen from about 12.95, it was just coming up, really strong buying. And then we penetrated 13.02, pending orders kicked in. You had to be quick if you were getting in real time on this, because we actually gapped. The market moved all the way to 13.15. So obviously a lot of traders got stopped out, a lot of orders got filled, and we moved from 13.02 to 13.15. And then overnight we just hit an automatic take profit of 13.21 for 190 points. So each lot we traded $650 risk for $1,900 profit for a 3-to-1 risk to reward. The following day, we were expecting a retracement. We didn't actually get too much of a retracement. We got a retracement back to 13.12, but we saw quite a lot of strong buying. So we're seeing a reason we got out at 13.20. We were looking to get back in and a retracement back to 1300 and a possible re-entry. But instead, we actually had another breakout from 13.23, where we spiked overnight the Asia Pacific market, and we just very simply rallied. We took that opportunity to just get into another buy position and come out at 13.38, which was 13.40 was really the area of resistance there, which we did get up to a little bit later. But the profit on that was 150 points, so 55-point risk for 150 point profit there. So I should say $500 risk for each lot traded for $1,500 for another 3-to-1. And then later in the week, we saw that resistance at 13.45, the top of the resistance channel, which we'll go through very shortly, broke down. We saw some profit taking. We had an opportunity just to sell short again. So gold, great for day trading, moves an average of around 300 pips a day. You know, we love obviously gold, day trading gold, and there's been certainly lots of opportunities this week. So we entered short at 13.33 once we broke through key Fibonacci level, came out at 13.20, previous support. So that was a 60 pip. So I should say $600 risk for 130 points profit. So $1,300 for just over a 2-to-1. Okay, so that's gold. So 3 really good day trading opportunities. Those were the best ones, but there have been a few other day trading opportunities, very quick in and out all week really on gold. It's been great to trade this week. USD for day trading. USD Canadian dollar. We saw the breakdown on Monday of the US dollar index. Follow through the USD Canadian dollar. We just got in nice 2-to-1 on that over 3 days. So we got in Monday, came out Wednesday, 45 pip risk on the trade for 91 pips profit for a nice 2-to-1. So each lot traded $450 risk for $910 reward. On USD CAD and Australian USD, we're actually right back up there today. We're right back up that resistance level around 0.9292. So we had a third test of that resistance. We didn't manage to penetrate. We spiked a little bit above that, and then we came down, broke through 0.9292. Nice opportunity to sell short back to support. 150 pip profits on that, so 46-point trade, risk on that for 154 points reward, so for a 3-to-1 on Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so those are the top trades of the week. We hope you have a profitable week as well, trading the correlations and the nice moves we've had in gold and silver. And what we'll do next, okay, so we're going to move across to my screens. Bear with me as I just switch screens for you. Okay, so just checking, you can see my screen currently. That's just, okay, if anybody can't see my screen, just let me know, but as far as I know, you can see my screen. Okay, so this is the Gold and Silver Club. This is a custom-built Reuters news trading platform. So just the bottom right-hand corner here, I've got the US dollar index. So again, you can see we're bouncing off, as discussed, that 200-day moving average. US dollar index putting a bit of a hammer today. So we are getting a bit of a bounce, and you can see this is just the snapshot of the movers and shakers today. So you can see from that top left-hand corner that we've got gold, Brent, WTI, oil, silver, all looking quite weak actually this morning. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off, and we're getting, let's have a look, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, that's more overnight, have been gaining ever so slightly today. So, but the US dollar index really the one to be watching today. So if we get a bit of support on US dollar index now at the current level around just under 82, if we see a rally today, we're at 81.80 at the moment. If we see this price supported just around the 200-day moving average and this level of support, we would expect to see a little bit more downside on gold and silver, and probably some end-of-week profit taking as well, to be honest, on gold and silver, if we do see that occur. So that's more on the fundamental side. We'll have a look at the top news, but now, okay, so with that, we'll move across to my charts. Okay, so there you go. So, I mean, this is gold just selling off this morning after the US dollar is managing to find some support. So first chart I want to have a look at is just Australian US dollar. So very keen level of resistance there. So that level of resistance is just at 0.92928. So we're actually getting really, I mean, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 tests of that resistance level. So we're just looking at that quite tightly this morning. Just look at the 1 hour time frame. We can see rejection there from that resistance level. You can see this is looking bearish candle forming at the moment. So Australian US dollar index, really, this is the key resistance level we were looking at was the level we just tested this morning that we're finding some weakness off. So if US dollar index continues to rally or find support this morning, we'll see Australian US dollar come down for a pullback, and that would be in line with the overall trend, which is downtrending at the moment on Australian dollar, US dollar. So it's struggling. It's in a bit of a consolidation at the moment, so I can just draw for you nice box around the price currently. Here's our consolidation zone on Australian US dollar. So all we've done is come to the top end of that consolidation at the moment. So that's Australian US dollar. New Zealand US dollar, a little bit of a similar situation really. Come up to resistance this morning. Just put it on the daily time frame. We've had a better rally, a better run on New Zealand US dollar this week, but we are coming in to, so alongside really gold and silver, we've had that rally follow through in New Zealand US dollar, which is correlated. And we can see just this morning that we are coming up to a whole level of resistance, and we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off currently on New Zealand US dollar. So really good one to monitor as well today. So there's quite a lot going on today. We've seen quite a lot of key areas, key levels tested. So that is at the, let's move this down, resistance at 0.81024, just below a key Fibonacci level. So that's New Zealand US dollar. So I'll be monitoring that very closely today, see if we're going to continue to find resistance there, and see if this sell-off follows through. So next market to look at is gold. So gold here, we're just going to go into the daily time frame. So here we've got a very clear channel which we've formed on gold. So hopefully you can see that there. So we've just been moving within this channel. We found resistance right at the top of that channel this week, which is $1,346 an ounce, which provided some really nice opportunities just to short from profit taking. Came all the way down just above 1307. You can see it's key Fibonacci level, and we've just had a little bit we're just continuing this week to finish strong for the week, but we are seeing some bearish candles form there on the daily time frame. You can see that on the 4 hour time frame, you can see here, and we're seeing some profit taking So we're seeing a little bit of weakness this morning in gold. So I'll be watching out for that, see how gold finishes this week. We're going to see a bit more profit taking today, but it looks like we're definitely going to see third week of gains on gold here. And we're going to move across to silver. Silver is really starting, it's going to get a level of resolution soon. You can see here we've got a trend channel, a supportive trend channel, and also a resistance channel, which has been in for quite some time now, going back to April. So very soon we're going to get a resolution on this market. We're going to see, we're coming very close towards it. So we've got that level of resistance here on silver, which is okay, so that level of resistance is 20.59, and we're getting a support now at $19.77 an ounce. And you can see this market is really tightening up. You can see the daily volatility. It tends to be about 80 pips a day anyway on the daily volatility on silver, but it's starting to really get even tighter. So I would expect potential breakout to the upside or a breakdown in price, probably going to be dictated largely by gold and the US dollar index. How they're moving will correlate through with silver as well. But silver's had a nice move up recently. It's just stepping up, as you can see, so we're just getting those moves upwards. What you might want to just be wary of, that we might be forming a bearish flag here, so we just could see similar situation with gold as well. If gold can't get above the 1350 level, we could see a potential sell-off just going into the end of July, beginning of August, shake out some of the longs until we get possibly a big move up in August, when we see the Indian festival really start to kick in. USD Canadian dollar. So USD Canadian dollar, here's our key levels here. You can see our Fibonacci levels with pinpoint accuracy. That's where the price just gravitated to this week. Broke down from an area of support here, which is 1.03647. All our key moving averages. It gave us indication to short as well, and we just come down, hit our take profit level, and now to be decided. So if the US dollar index breaks down, we'll see USD Canadian dollar probably come down to 1.0144 level. If it gets supported, we'll see some support in USD CAD and probably a rally back to previous support. And moving across to Brent and WTI. So Brent at the moment, you can see here where we're also in a consolidation zone in Brent. We've had a really nice run with Brent over the last month here, and let's just have a look at this. All really consolidating above the 106 level. We are finding quite strong support around the 106 level, and you can see where that's been a previous level of resistance going back to June. So Brent, we're just continuing to consolidate. The inventories that came out this week on Wednesday, they were supportive. They weren't supportive for an additional rally. They were quite neutral. The amount of predicted stockpiles was more or less spot on with what was actually came out. I think it was about 2.4, a deficit of 2.4 million barrels of inventory. And with that, we've just seen crude. We have had a little bit of weakness, but we're still holding key support on Brent crude oil there. So I'll be looking for either break down in that from that support level, or see if the market just rallies back up to its resistance level, which would take it back up to 109. And with WTI, you can see as well, previous resistance now has become support. So we're just looking at the 104 level there, providing strong support currently. And we're also, if we do get any rallies, we'll be looking for the price to possibly come back, retest previous highs of the 108 level. So yeah, it's been a little bit more of a bearish week on WTI and crude, but they haven't broken through any major levels. So we could just see the next leg up from these levels, but more to be decided really by the next week crude oil inventories and any geopolitical news coming out of the Middle East. So that is what we're looking at the moment in terms of commodities and the commodity currencies. And what we will do, we'll move across. And of course, to request information on our gold, silver and commodity courses and our live trading room, you can go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com, or very simply contact us at office@thegoldensilverclub.com. Our London office is 0207 193 0403. Our Asia Pacific office is 852-8191 0403. And in order to do that, just to find out more information, you can just click on Learn to Trade there on our website, complete the form, and you'll get additional information on all our live trading programs. Okay, and of course, make sure you take advantage and subscribe to our our weekly newsletter to receive free weekly gold, silver, oil, and commodity currency news, live market analysis, and prices. Okay, good. Well, look, with that, guys, there's plenty to be looking at today, so good luck for the rest of the week's trading. Appreciate your patience for any of you who had some, also had some technical problems at the beginning of the webinar, but we look forward to seeing you at the same time next week. And yeah, with that, good luck for the rest of the week, guys. So we'll see you then, okay? Thanks, everybody. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.